Racing League Potter Welding Cup Series tonight from Daytona. In the booth tonight we have Irish and Roofer in the chat for us. We're going to be doing our first duel of the night. You have anything to say there, Irish?
It's just going to be interesting first. It's to start the season off, so I'm pretty excited to see how things go.
Oh yeah, we got a big lineup tonight, guys. So to give you guys that heads up right now, we the starting lineup for the first duel is we're gonna have Buck in the 18 starting on the front row. Alongside him, it's gonna be Trout. Then we have the 14 of Spanker, the 19 of Big D, the 62 of Robbie, which transferred out of the Dash, the 9 of Checkmate, the 88 of Celtics. We got the 51 of K-Mac, 71 of Tommy Arnold, Armor Boy, my bad, said that wrong. He actually transferred too as well. And then we got the
21 of AJG there. And I believe number 12. Who we got with number 12?
12 is going to be RKM. And then rounding out the end is going to be Larson in the 8.
Larson. Trying to get myself with you, set up Grim, getting all my numbers situated, so that was my bad.
Oh, you're good, man. We got, dude, and guys, in this big race, we got 25 drivers tonight. It's going to be a lot of people to try to put names and faces since everything's been shooken up this year, like they were saying in the Dash. The only driver that really stayed in the same car was Plant in the 4. Everybody else is in a different ride this season. So...
yeah, it's going to get a little confusing at times, trying to make sure we don't call that person who used to drive that car. Make sure we have the right number with the right name.
Luckily, when you switch the camera on somebody, it shows you their name. That's one new thing about Heat 3 that I do like. I know the broadcaster can't do it all the time, be able to switch through, but the other guy that's commentating, he can always pretty much, when he flips to a car.
You guys get those?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Good. I'm going in then.
Which I believe at Daytona, we're going to have a lot of action here.
They're going to have one pace lap here when we get going. They're going to have one pace lap at 85 miles an hour, trying to get themselves sorted in. Whenever you have a lineup set prior to a race, guys, for anybody watching, it's kind of how you have to do it.
Guys, 1 moment. Taddy, I got a blue screen to get in the race real quick. And then I'll get you, but you can go right back into that. Alright, go ahead, Taddy.
So, whenever you have a lineup preset for the race, the way that it has to work is people have to simply go down to a set pace speed and try to get themselves in line, as you are seeing everybody has done here. Our pole sitter here will be the 18 car of Buck, so I don't know who you want to follow here, whether you want to be at the front of the pack or what, but we got 12 drivers, maybe 11 drivers possibly, as I don't think Big D made it. 11 drivers shooting it out. And the way that the I don't know what you guys explained, but the way that a duel works, these are all the guys that qualified on the inside row. And they will, again, start on the inside row. What this race decides is what order will they start in. No matter what, the 18 is on the pole and receives the playoff points accordingly. However, he might finish last and still get started on the pole. But whoever finishes either first or second in this race will start third place at the 500. And I know that doesn't seem like a whole big deal, but that is huge at a draft track, being able to start third place on the inside line.
Yeah, track position is key. I found that out the other night in the Xfinity teaser, qualifying fifth. It's just if you can maintain that track position up front, it's a whole lot nicer than being back there in that dirty air. And especially with the amount of cars we're going to have in tonight, 25 cars. You know, you want to try to maintain that track position. It's going to be key.
As we're getting ready to go green.
Here we go.
All right, boys. Giggity, 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 giggity. Let's go racing, boys.
I believe this is 15, possibly 16 laps. I know 4% was 8 laps, and so this is 7%.
We'll be watching old K-Mac. He is really good at these tracks.
K-Mac holds a solid line, no matter whether he be inside or outside. He holds a really solid line when he's good.
Yeah, he really does. He drives a late model in real life. I guess that probably comes in just years of experience of actual real racing, I would think, too.
Oh! 77 hit the wall, guys.
77.
70, my bad. 71, my bad. 71.
We got 21 AJG all the way back in the back now.
It looks like, is that K-Mac sitting there in third, working with Trout in fourth?
Yeah.
Looks like he poked the outside, Trout's going to get below him.
Yeah, he gave off the bottom. That's hoping
Then
somebody
we
maybe
have a
would
driver
go with him.
riding in there. He's now in fourth place. Robbie Bitts passing K-Mac and taking fourth position.
Tell you what, Robbie was really good here the other night. I mean, he held a steady line. That's why at the end I was surprised. I was like looking for Robbie the whole time because he was really good here.
Celtics fan starting to fall back in line right now. He was on the outside. As K-Mac tries to sneak up on his outside right now. Drafting off the side man a little bit.
I'm a little intrigued to see that 8th car of Kay Larson. He's riding around in 5th place right now. He doesn't have any draft help as the other two, Boomhauer, the Bro team. They're both in this duel number 2, so Kay Larson's out here flying solo.
I feel
Yeah,
like
it's tough, not.
good.
That's tough.
Oh, Larson goes up into the wall.
That's that commentator curse, man.
12 of RKM, and I'm not sure who that last car was if I find.
2 riding solo right now, though, for sure, though, is Checkmate and AJ. Both of them are definitely riding by themselves trying to catch up, but it doesn't look like without the draft time they're going to be able to do that.
Ooh, the 14 tries to go to the outside. Trout gets below him. Him and Robbie Bitts moving up as the 14 of Spencer looks to be in trouble here, boys.
Yeah, there ain't nobody going with him. It's tough out there when nobody goes with you. He's pretty much got to hold it up there.
It looks like he's actually on his own too. He's got no help. I don't see any teammates of his. I see other Fords there, but all the other Fords in the pack are the RKM organization, and not Motorsports.
I think at 62, he might be the wild card here that no one's even expecting because he made it through the dash. He's really doing a good job right now in 3rd place.
He's actually doing what he needs to do. He's riding behind that one car. The 62 is part of Melco Motorsports, and he's there with the 1 of Trout, who's also in the same stable.
Okay, teammates.
The 2 of them could pack up together and get around that 18 Underdog Racing. Buck sat on the pole, but he's also the only car from Underdog in this race. So the 1 in the 62 could easily team up and possibly go to the outside and make a move.
Right. Then right there with the Spanker of 14 sitting in 4th.
Hey guys, as we see this right now,
cool, you know.
Go ahead, Teddy.
We have a pack of 7 cars here at the front, and every team organization except the Bro team, Boomhauer's group with Kay Larson hitting the wall and falling back early, every other team is in this. So you have Underdog Racing leading, you have Melco Motorsports, you have Group Motorsports, you got Canuck Racing, and you have the 88 of RJ Smitty's group. So you have 5 of the 6 teams are represented here out of these 7 cars.
As you say that, Taddy, we got a bunch of guys in the chat right now of all the team members. We got Boom rooting for Larson. We got RJ Smitty in here. We got Plant. We got Ice that's in here as well, rooting for his teammate in this duel here. So
Right now, the top 3, they've just really been impressive, just taking their time. You see Kevin trying to make something happen up on the top. Did the 88 go with him? If not, he's going to have problems. Yeah, the 12 goes up there with him.
Yeah, RKM just fell right in behind him.
And then the 14 goes up there.
Larson, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. I see that there in our YouTube. Gotta love that you think there's a song and everything, Boomhauer.
see, guys, I'm
Looks
just
like the
seeing
back
this
guys
though.
are starting to catch up with each other though and get some nice draft in the back.
Yeah, I saw that. They're starting to make a 4-car train here. Larson came back with the 9, And
88 and the
then
62 make some contact up front. The 14 car going to the outside trying to make some moves as he falls in place in front of the 88, so it successfully makes a pass.
Yeah, it's a little more forgiving here if you make that little bit of contact or get underneath the yellow line now. The Heat 4 I've noticed is a little more forgiving.
The contact with the other cars is a little more forgiving, but making the contact with the apron is slightly more forgiving.
Oh, big wreck, guys, big wreck.
It looked like the one got
Trout.
down below the apron, and when he come back up, the 62 is there, and it spun him. So the two teammates from Noco Racing have now made contact and caused the first caution of
That's
season
gonna bring-
3 of the Giggity
that's going to
Racing
bring
League.
Larson, AJG, and all them guys in the back up contention here, guys.
That's gonna help. Yeah, that's gonna help them out. That's gonna bring everybody back to the pack. Hopefully, they can keep it strong. Get a nice little draft going at the beginning of everything.
Real quick, my take on this, I'm actually really happy that I qualified on the outside line. During the race, it might not be such a bless as I'll start on the outside. However, getting to watch these guys hit the track first and kind of see not some of the competition, but some of the game planning here. Nobody's working with each other. The teams are kind of separated a little, so they got no help, and they're just staying in line. And that'll change a person's game plan going into the race on whether or not you can make that move to the outside. It looks like everybody else that has been gone into the rear of the field.
I kind of feel bad for Robbie having to restart the second on the high line. Let's see what he can do here. I know he's got a really fast car.
He's got some fast cars behind him. He's got Celtics. I'm not really sure who's in the 21 there. Again, sorry guys, new car.
I believe that's RKM if I'm not
21's
mistaken.
AJ.
RKM and the
21
12 right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
21 is with AJ. He just hit the wall on the high side. Yeah. Well, got a little bit bumping and grinding there. Celtics just went to the up the apron.
Yeah. K-Mac was way underneath the yellow line. He saves it. The 14 was way down there.
They're going wild in the back here.
They were going
Yeah,
wild,
they are.
yeah. They almost went 4 wide going into the turn.
3 wide.
I tell you what,
Larson
the front
making it
two were
3
checked
wide.
out.
That's important actually, real quick. Remember, no matter what, Buck starts on the pole. So if I'm RKM here, I might be just content riding around him, kind of see what we have at the beginning of the 500, because he finishes second here, he starts third, which would also line him up directly behind that 18 car, maybe getting a feel for where he could be starting. Oh, a little contact. Because the 81 car of Trout is spinning.
The 18 come up a little bit there, Buck did, and it was just enough that the 12 thought about putting his nose in there, and I think it just stacked the field up.
Trout's stuck, guys.
Yep, he has not
Oh,
moved.
wow. He might have to start from the back, and
There we go. It
unfortunately.
fixed it for him.
As you see, Robbie went all the way back to about 8.
This is important though for Robbie right now. This is a series that he's not in, so these are drivers that he has a practice with. In a duel like this, he's actually lucky the rest of the season he won't have these pre-race races. He gets the opportunity to ride around these guys that he's going to be racing around at both the 500 and at Atlanta tonight.
Right. Big track time, more track time you get with these cup guys and you get used to racing with them, it's just the better, the more experience you get,
Looks like the one car's stuck. It's funny
Yeah,
I
he's
see that
wrong.
on your screen. On my screen, I got him up to speed. The game probably reset him. Tough break for the one who was running up front prior to that last caution. The 14 of Spanker hits the wall. They split him.
I see that.
62 to the
Checkmate
outside,
Taylor.
12 to the inside. They both get by him.
Buck's up there, he's on the high side kind of doing a little bit of blocking.
Guys, I think
Like
there was
you
a
said,
wreck.
he's already a lock.
The 88 and the 12
Yeah.
wrecked, guys, by the way, just to let you guys know. Celtics and RKM wrecked down the front
12,
stretch.
the 12 is still in this front pack. So,
Oh, then who was that? My bad.
I think
Sorry.
You're talking about the 21 of AJG.
Yes, my bad.
Hey,
I got to get them two
AJG's having a tough night so far.
Again,
surprising.
this might be the time to get it out, though. You got a 24,
That's
25 car field hitting the track at Daytona. If you're going to have a bad time, now's the time to get that out of here.
That's
Now, everybody
right,
has
get
to
it.
remember, the Giggity Racing League has expanded tremendously in the off-season this year, and for some of these drivers, it's their first time in a Cup Series with our guys. Tommy Armor Boy, he's new. Checkmate Taylor, he's new. Robbie Vids, as he dashed in, he's new. Not everybody's raced with each other. Kay Larson, he was our Xfinity Series champion last season. these are not guys that are used to driving with everybody else here. You know, and it takes time to get used to how other people drive around you. It's not just wake up one day, hit the field, and be better than everyone. I mean, you got to learn how to drive around people.
That was the end of the race, guys.
I believe that was the end of the race, guys. Let's see. So we can get
Okay.
a order here. Yeah, Buck
Well,
first.
on that note, I'm going to back out of here. I have to get a I have to get the duel number 2 ready. Shadow, I'll send you the invite, and then you send everybody else an invite there for the second duel. And
Alright,
we're gonna be
also
starting in 5-6 minutes, so you guys can go ahead and probably just keep this live.
Keep it live?
If you want
Okay.
to send an invite to the winner, you can do that.
Alright, which was, sorry. I didn't know that was
It
the
was
race.
Buck. Buck racing.
You got anybody's got him? I'll just invite him to the party and then I'll accept it.
I got him. I'll invite him real quick
Alrighty.
before I head out.
I'll be right back, guys.
Alrighty.
Also, real quick, shout out to Underdog Racing. Buck's a member as he gets the first victory of the season.
I'm blue screen, by the way, Taddy. Good luck. Buck, congrats, man.
Gone. Thanks, man. It feels great to get the first win of the season.
Oh yeah. How was the competition tough out there, man?
Yeah, I more had trouble with my car. I just kept getting tight and then loose in the middle of the corner. I'm not sure why. I might have to fix that during the race, though. But not worry about it right now. At least I got the win.
Oh yeah. Anything besides loose car? Anything else you learned from this going into the 500 later on after this duel?
Yeah, I actually like just learning how these other guys drive. You might not think it's a lot, but it's a ton. Even like the guys in the back, you can see them working together a couple times back there. I think the Highline worked. Sadly, they didn't get up here to first or whatever, but it's good to see guys running like that and actually working together.
So do you think that Highline's gonna make a factor later tonight in the race, though?
So I'm not sure if it's gonna like be the winning line, but I feel like it's gonna be a line for having a leader get up there and then breaking back down to the bottom, and then everyone else is gonna kind of flush out. I don't know. We won't find out until the race.
You got anything to ask him?
Not at this time. I'm sorry I had to step away. I'm currently on call for work at the same time, so
Are you
I'm
good?
sorry about that.
You're good, man. Alrighty, well, I'll go ahead and let you out of here, Buck. Get you all settled and figure out what you need to do for the Daytona 500, man. We'll see you and be watching you then. All right.
All right, nice. Good luck to everyone that's in the duel too.
All right, man.
Are you good?
Joe. I'm gonna bring Taddy back in here. I don't think Taddy needs to be in here actually. Oh, you're good. I'm gonna bring Taddy in. I don't know if he needs to be here. I'm just gonna send him an invite just for the purpose of it. So, while we wait, guys, we're waiting here for this next duel to start. We're gonna do a combined video here. So, guys in the chat, who do you guys think gonna be the factor in the next duel?
Well, that's a good question. This next duel's pretty lined up, pretty solid, just like the first one. I think we got a couple of the captains in this one, if I believe correctly. So,
From what I seen in the teaser, Noko would be strong. That's it. He had a really strong car in the teaser that they ran, so I know he holds a good line out front, so he'll be one to watch here.
I'm just trying to get the lineup for Duel 2. I haven't figured that out yet. Taddy didn't give it to me yet.
I think Taddy's pretty excited too. He likes the outside line a little bit. He's happy they're starting on the outside, so I feel like he's looking forward to hopefully starting with some of his teammates to get that line going a little bit.
Taddy is not scared of the high line. He will jump out there at any time and try to make it work. And he's one of the guys that prefers the high line here if he has the people with him. So like you said, like if Taddy can get some teammates to run that high side, that'd be fun to see. Because you know, it gets boring sometimes at Daytona when it's just a one line pack, everyone on the running the bottom. I like it when people are at least, you know, trying to pass on the top instead of just sitting there on the bottom in line. But sometimes that's what you got to do.
Alrighty,
Well,
guys.
Daytona's one of those tracks that you follow in line, you get to draft off each other, and you wait for the driver in front of you to make a mistake to make that move.
Right.
Sometimes that mistake doesn't happen like you think it will, and you got to make your own move. But sometimes, you know, if you wait patiently, you'll have that right opportunity to pass the driver that you need to pass.
Yeah, I'm one of them guys. I cannot be at the top for very long. I can be up there for try to help push somebody around for maybe a half a lap or a lap at the most, but I can't run that top lap after lap after lap after some people like Taddy can.
Well, guys, I asked the chat for the audience here who do they think the next winner is going to be. We've had Smitty by Checkmate Taylor said Smitty. We had Ice said the 41 of himself. Christopher Williams says K Taddy. I Envy Tryhard said the 31, which that would be Boom. So.
You know, I have to be a little biased too. I mean, Ice is a sleeper in my eyes if you think about it. I raced a couple of times with him, I think, in public lobbies before. He got in the league. No one really raced with him, and he worked his way up to the cups. And I think he's a sleeper. I think he's going to have something to, you know, shock the world with a little bit, open some eyes up to some of his drivers, and let him know that, hey, he's here.
Oh,
I agree with that. Yeah.
And by the way, guys, I just got the lineup for the Duel 2 here. All right, so Duel 2, we're going to have the 24 of Napa on pole for the race, for the Duel 2. Alongside him is going to be the 17 of Fluffy, the 11 of Titans is going to start third. We have the 48 of Noko, who's starting fourth. 95 of, I believe that's Kate. Yeah, I believe Taddy starts fifth. Four Plant. The 42 of Wicked. And by the way, guys, I got an invite here. Did you guys get yours?
I did.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Alrighty,
sir.
we'll jump in there. Blue screen here, real quick.
On this one to be Noko. What do you guys think after seeing the? I know you said Ice. What about you, Grim?
I gotta go with Boom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I gotta go with Boom.
Another person I guess we shouldn't Plant. I know he's really quick. That's another one of our captains. So.
I'd say Plant would be a sleeper as well, honestly.
I just seen Eternal Rest. I didn't actually know Eternal was a cup guy now.
He's actually I don't know, unless yeah I don't know actually that I don't know unless they did something. So let me.
Which if he did make it in the Cup Series, I'm glad. I know he had internet problems at the a lot last season. So
All right,
if
guys,
he
sorry
got
about
the
that.
opportunity, I'm good.
Rest of the field there for the duel here. We got Wicked in the 42. The 20 is gonna be Flo. 41 of Ice. 31 of Boom. 43 is Eternal. Yeah, Eternal actually is in the 43. And
Okay.
22, I believe.
I'm glad
Creed.
Eternal got his internet
Creed.
issues.
He's still having a little lag issue. I'm hoping it gets better for him because me and Little Man were doing a little bit of practice at Road America with the trucks the other night, and he lagged out of it.
All right, guys.
You know, Roofer, earlier you were talking about Plants pretty fast. You know, him, we're sitting there talking about Ice being a sleeper. Him and Plant are actually teammates, so they could actually, you know, team up here and get a nice little draft going and work the pack a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of was forgetting all about Plant until I seen that name pop up. He's just a good. He's fast everywhere he goes.
Well, Plant's one of the ones he doesn't really talk a lot. He lets his driving do the talking, so you know you don't really notice him until he's like in your he's in that nice little mirror, and you're looking at him right behind you.
And that's the
All right,
way I
guys.
like it, to be honest. You know.
Giggity,
Don't
giggity,
talk about how
giggity.
fast
Let's
you
get
are.
racing for duel number 2.
Wow, kind of a big gap right there between the 95 and the 17. They're kind of taking it real conservative on lap 1, but it's not a bad thing. You know, that's good to see. But sometimes you lay back, you get these big monster runs. It's just sometimes you don't have a place to go, and sometimes you do. Like Smitty up front, I believe, in the 24. Looking
That's
really
Napa.
good so far.
That's
Oh,
Napa.
Napa, okay.
Yep, Napa's in the 24.
Actually, the 24 is Smitty.
No. There's William Byron 24. Oh yeah, my bad. I am sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Irish. I forgot about that. The William Byron 24 is Napa. The
And who's in the
24.
11 car now? I'm trying to think. I know it used to be Celtics, so
Titans.
now I'm trying to... Titans, okay. Yeah, with Taddy sitting in 3rd, Plant sitting in 4th, and...
Titans
Marco
taking
sitting
the
in
inside
5th.
over there on Smitty right now.
Let's just know the fact here, guys, about this, right? Titan
4 of our
actually.
captains in the top 5.
Oh god, we're racing 3 wide right now too. But I was gonna say, last time we were at a super speedway and Titan was in a cup car, he dominated.
Man, Smitty lost that draft and he dropped all the way back. I think he's running about, what, 7th now? 8th?
I tried it out early the other night, man. The high side, it's really, really tough, man. You gotta have... I have one guy go with me even, and we still lost several positions. So I guess you just gotta have several cars go with you.
Guys, if you watch Titan's
Right now,
live, he is so smooth right now. Like, there's not even a mistake off the line.
Yeah, I know. You got him and then Taddy falling right behind him.
Oh, we got one car down in the grass, but he saves it. That was a nice save there.
I believe that was Plant.
Yeah, I believe it was Plant. It was a heck of a save.
So
Just
I
keep
was.
eye on that 48. He will be creeping. He'll be sitting there waiting on the 95 and the 11 and make a mistake.
Oh, guys.
We got contact
20.
down there. Yeah.
Smitty got up on the wall a little bit. Go with the flow, hit the apron a little bit too.
Guys, internal just lagged out. I watched it on my screen, him lag out.
I was worried about that. Really was. I feel bad for the guy because he is fast when he gets a chance to race. It's just that happens a lot. The lag out issue. It's unfortunate.
You know, he's been working on that, trying to get that fixed for a while. So we all hope that he can get that fixed. Because, like you said, he is fast. So.
11 holding a really nice one. Taddy's doing a really good job. Taddy's on controller, and you can see he's just really smooth right now. You would think by watching that he was on a wheel, but he's on the controller, but he's holding a really smooth line just sitting there. I don't know about Titans in the 11. As you see in the back, the 41 and the 14 is going to try the high side. It was a 42, cuts him off a little bit.
Plant just got down and back, went right back down on the grass again. He went a little, rose up a little bit, and I think one of the drivers came down and hit him.
And it's Fluffy. Is Fluffy out there in the 17?
Yeah, he's up there with him.
Fluffy
Okay,
is
that's
definitely a 17 car, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. We hadn't even talked about our esports driver tonight. I had totally written Fluffy off here because I picked Noco and all that, but any track you go to, you better watch out for him. You know, Daytona is more about, you know, luck and where you're at the end of the race, where Atlanta's a little more skilled, so I'm thinking Fluffy don't count him out for Daytona, but Atlanta, that's where we're going to really see his, you know, skills shine, I think.
By the way, guys, 20 viewers, thank you guys for being here for these dual races. Coming up, we're going to have the Daytona 500, and then we're going to have...
This is just duel
Atlanta.
2.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah. You know, we were talking about Boom earlier, and Boom's got a little bit bad luck right now. He's running by himself in the middle of two groups. He's got no one to ride with, so hopefully he can make us some time, but...
That could be another thing with Fluffy here, you know. He could be like, you know, this is just a dual race. I'm going to take my time. Oh, you see Noco trying to get a run on the high side. He made about a car length or two, and then it stalled.
He's got Wicked go with him, though. Wicked's right with him. So...
I still... Man, I'm telling you what, it's almost, if you're going to do it, you have to have more cars go higher than you have on the bottom. From what
you
I've
have to at
noticed.
least have 3, maybe 4 to make that outside run.
Right.
He's trying to go high again. You got push up the track a little bit, but looks like Wicked's trying to fall right behind him again.
And see here, maybe they're be listening to us, but yeah, you see 2 cars got up there, and you can side draft just like the 41 got down there. He decided to tuck back in. It's just the bottom's the shortest way around the track, so obviously it's going to be the fastest. You got to have about 4 cars go up there and maybe 2 stay down low, I think, to get all 4 drives around. And that's the way it is in real life when you go to Daytona. You don't just, you know, by yourself. You go past 5 guys on the high side with no draft help. So, I mean, the game did stay realistic to the way it is.
By
in
the
real
way,
life.
guys, Boom has some help.
You see, that's what they need to do right there. 4 against 2, and then I believe they'd be in the catbird seat.
Because right now, Boom's got help from Smitty and from look who the 20 is. Sorry, guys.
See, the problem is, you see how they were down up there, had 4 of them. As soon as it's so hard to not dive down low, because you know you're going to come out in 3rd place. You know you're going to go from 5th to 3rd. Or you can stay up higher and hopefully push them guys around. But like Noco just did, you pretty much got to, you see that bottom open, take it. Because it don't come open very, very much. You know, only when someone makes a mistake, you know, bounces off the apron, gets pushed a little too hard. But this is for this being a dual race. I'm excited for the 500 tonight. It's going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah, at the same time, I think a lot of people are just taking, you know, the relaxed side and just trying to see how everybody's driving.
I think so too. Now, if a group works, you know, together hard enough like this group, you know, you see they walked away from the other group. You can do that on this game. We tested it out in Xfinity. About 5 of us pretty much walked off from the rest of the field, and they had a little bit of issues back there and was running side by side and would never line up and catch us. So I mean, it ended up coming down to me and Boomhauer, and we took 2 tires at the end. And I don't know, if like the 95 and the 11, if the way they were hooked up like that, you can cut some really good laps. The 95 has been tucked up underneath them the whole time, nice and steady. The 11's holding a really nice line. I would think whoever's on the 11 to me, I would believe they'd be on a wheel if I was just by watching.
I mean,
know, you
11 is
guys may know.
Titans. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
on wheel or.
Ooh, no
Oh,
goes
no,
gonna
look
make
like
the
that's
run.
yeah, look
If
at
that's
that
how
side.
you're gonna do it, that's how you're gonna do it. Right there, you do it as you're going into the corner and try to slingshot him. But
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
there we go. But Noco's gonna take the bottom again. If they could ever just all four go up there, they could do it, but they won't commit.
Guys, I believe that was the end of the race.
I think that's what that could have been going on. That was a nice finish there they were putting on
That was
for
a
us.
good finish.
Yeah. They got wild. They held
Titan,
it.
man.
So yeah, Titans held them Taddy off, Noco, and then Fluffy was in the mix. Let's see, who else was in that lead pack there? Taddy? Icy. That's who's in the 41. Ice. I mean, I'm not used to racing with him yet. I'm sure I will get used to announcing and racing and seeing his name, so. I don't know, man. I'm excited. We've really gone a long ways. Like I said, it was just about 4 or 5 of us when this whole thing started. And it's really blown up. Icy had the fastest lap too. Nice. Or Ice. That extra E wants to make a call on IC. Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick break before we start the 500. I'll let you guys interview the winner if y'all would like.
Yeah, if I can get him in here. He left the game actually, so I don't know. Yep, he left it.
Actually, I want to make sure I'm still number 1 in B class real quick. I might. Oh no, I dropped the 3rd. And there's only 4 hours left. Oh.
Alright. Alright guys, so I believe we're going at 7 o'clock for Daytona.
Yeah, I believe we're going to take like a 10-minute break so they can figure out the running order and all that from both duels, and then we're going to go back live at 7 o'clock for the Potter's Welding Cup Series at Daytona, and then after that it's going to be Custom Cup Atlanta be the track, but these are going to be custom setups, so.
Alright guys, this is me, Roofer, and Irish signing out for right now. We'll see you guys back here in about 10 minutes for the
About 10 minutes.
Potter Welding 250 at Daytona with the Potter Welding Cup Series.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, guys. Tune in.
Alright.